They got so many wide open threes. They were guiding the paint. Hey man, if you don't want to be here, you can leave. If you don't want to be here, you can leave. I'm being honest with you.
Actually, the question, Giannis, is, do you want to be here? With the Bucks continuing a dismal start to the season and trade rumors intensifying for Giannis wanting to leave.
I want the trade.
Where could Giannis actually end up? Because most teams don't have the draft capital nor the actual capital to be able to afford and trade for a guy of Giannis's caliber. But there is one team that's already really good that could easily make a trade for Giannis because they have a treasure trove of draft picks. And that is last year's Western Conference Final OKC Thunder. Let's talk. Cue my intro. Hello, YouTube fam. It's your boy, Big B, the biggest Miami Heat fan in all the land. And boy, I wish we had some assets to be able to take on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Unfortunately, we do not. And unfortunately, most teams don't. In the NBA, a superstar is obviously the most valuable commodity. That's why teams will give up all kinds of things to get a superstar. Think about Rudy Gobert. They gave up one hell of a lot to get Rudy Gobert, did Minnesota. Then you think about gilgeous-alexander. Then you think about Paul George. The Clippers gave up 7 picks and gilgeous-alexander for him. Because at the time, he was more proven than gilgeous-alexander. And a superstar has already blossomed into the thing you hoped would happen. The best case scenario. So, if Rudy Gobert got this, and Paul George got this, what on earth could Giannis command? The answer is a lot. Let's look at one scenario in which the OKC Thunder could actually get Giannis Antetokounmpo and still retain their very strong young core. So let's take a look at this as an example. So, the Oklahoma City Thunder receive the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo and Marjon Beauchamp. In return, the Milwaukee Bucks receive Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, Kenrich Williams, Chason Wallace, and Nikola Topic. These are 5 really good players who are all very young and have a high ceiling. They obviously do not equal what Giannis brought to the Milwaukee Bucks, but it gives the Bucks quite a lot to work with. Plus, you have some veteran leadership in both Dort and Caruso, and you're not losing anything on defense. Most importantly though, as good as these players are, and they will make a difference, the real prize is OKC's treasure trove of 1 million draft picks. So get this, in next year's draft, they have 5 first-round picks and a second round. Oh, but in 2026, they also have 2 first rounds and 2 second rounds. Oh, but wait, you want to wait a little longer, Milwaukee? Well, OKC also has 3 first round picks in 2027. Not to mention what's later on as well. So Milwaukee could, in theory, move on from Giannis, get back a bunch of cheaper salaries, plus any one of these high draft picks from any upcoming year, which could actually kickstart this rebuild faster. And then if they're able to find another trade partner for Dame, we'll talk about that in another video. Also, you know what would be crazy? If you could swish that like button and dunk that subscribe button so YouTube recommends us to a bigger audience. Milwaukee can actually start a full-on rebuild and actually getting a lot back for superstars who traditionally at the ages of Giannis and Lillard, given injury history as well, are well past their primes. But then again, think about this. Imagine Giannis actually gets to Oklahoma City. So in theory, you would have, ostensibly, the OKC Thunder could have a starting lineup of gilgeous-alexander at the 1, Jalen Williams at the 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 3, Chet at the 4, and Isaiah Hartenstein at the 5. Yo. Tell me, first of all, who the hell is scoring on that lineup? Tell me, second of all, who the hell can stop that starting lineup? My goodness, pick your poison. And then it's also a dream scenario for Giannis in a lot of ways because now he doesn't have to be the best offensive and defensive player on his team every single night. He will have help and more help for a long time. Plus, OKC being a mid-market, maybe even small market team, yes, Giannis would still get flamed for leaving to a much better squad, but it would be much less bad for his legacy, truthfully, than if he went to a place like the Lakers or New York Knicks if they had a super team, you know? Like, because it's a smaller market team, he could still help OKC go and win their first title. It would also be actually not so critically bad for his legacy, and it might actually improve it. You know, his legacy is, you know, bulletproof by now, but imagine the guy goes and wins a title for OKC. Man, that would be sick. And actually, despite how crazy it is, it's actually one of the most feasible trades that could happen pretty soon if, in fact, Giannis does want to leave. He could actually not leave at all and just stay with Milwaukee till the ship burns down. That could also be true. Another team whose ship is fast sinking is the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's because they don't know what they're gonna get from their star player. But right now, the situation's pretty bad with Joel Embiid.